In this video, I'll be showing you how to draw progress rings in Adobe XD. I'll be going through a couple of examples just so you guys can fully get the hang of how to do all the different percentages. So let's start off with the first one, which is 50%. The first thing you want to do is to select the ellipse tool. And then you want to hold down the Shift key while you draw the circle, because this allows you to draw the perfect circle. So once that's drawn, we now want to duplicate it. So since I'm on a Mac, I'm going to press Command D, but I believe on Windows, it's Control D. So after that's been duplicated, just hold down Shift key as you drag the corners in like this. And then we want to center it. This is going to act as the base of the progress ring. And then now we want to select all and duplicate it and move it to the side like this. And this circle is going to act as the progress fill. So since we're trying to do 50%, we need the fill from here to here, which means we need to crop off half the circle. So to do this, I just grab the line tool and I draw it right here. So that acts as a guide for me. And then after, I select the rectangle tool and then I just draw a rectangle up to the guide like this. And then after, just select on the line and delete it. So now what we want to do is to crop off half the circle. And how we do that is by selecting all of these shapes, and then we're going to use the Boolean subtract tool. So that's going to subtract the rectangle from the circle. And then now we're left with 50%. And you can change the fill color to whatever color you want, but I'm going to select red. And you want to deselect the border and then move it back into the original circle. So if you look closely, you'll see that it doesn't completely align with the previous circle. So to remedy this issue, I just turned down the opacity to 59% or something. So that looks a lot better to me. And now let's move on to 20%. So exactly the same idea, just select the ellipse tool and draw your circle. Duplicate it, minimize it, and then center it. And then select all and duplicate it, move it to the side. This time we're doing 20%, which means we would want to crop off this part of the circle. So same as above, I would draw a guide like this, and then I'll select the rectangle tool and then draw a rectangle like this. And this time I'll be drawing another rectangle like this, and I'm going to tilt it a little bit and move it up as well. So once you're happy with what that looks like, just click on the guide to delete it and then select all the shapes and then use the Boolean subtract tool. And yeah, there's the 20%. And I'm going to change the fill color, deselect the border, turn down the opacity, and then move it back in. And the last example I'm going to go through is 75%. So again, just want to draw your circle, duplicate it, minimize it, center it, and then select all, duplicate it, move it to the side. And since we're trying to do 75%, that means we just need to crop off this part of the circle. So again, I'm going to draw my guides like like this. And then I'm going to select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle here. And I'm going to delete my guides. Select all, use the Boolean subtract tool again, and there's the 75%. I'm gonna move it back in. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and consider subscribing if you want to see more tutorials like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.